Ladies and gentlemen, Healthy Criticism here. Today we're taking a look at Ready or Not. It is developed and published by Void Interactive. It came back out in December 13th, 2023. And I don't have the DLC, but I'm playing the base game mission so far. And I know there's some recent controversy about this game. I just want to say that I'm not here to make another video about all that shit. I'm sure you've heard it. If you do care about it, you've heard it from a million other people. You don't need yet another talking head or talking not head in a video expressing their own opinions. However, I do have to say that if you're gonna censor something that was not censored prior, or even if it wasn't censored prior, give people the option, right? Everybody remembers the Call of Duty mission where you had to is it No Good Russian? I can't remember what the name of the mission was called, but you had to kill essentially an entire airport full of innocent people, right? Well, the game asks you, do you want to play this mission or not? And then it was up to you if you wanted to get traumatized for the rest of your life or have a good time. I find it a little bit absurd that we're gonna censor things just for the fuck of it. Really, no rhyme or reason behind it, you know. There's worse games on console. I don't subscribe to this whole idea of consoles being the reason that this game was censored. I think there's definitely something more behind it, like the recent controversy of the payment processors censoring Steam and taking a bunch of games out of Steam and .io, itch.io. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. Is it the end of the world? No. There's a mod that can unlock all the censorship, of course. The game detects the mod, so it's not a quote-unquote official score. It's an unofficial score. When you finish the game, who gives a fuck about the score, right? The score is just there to unlock cosmetics. If you beat the mission, you beat the mission. It doesn't matter if you finish with an A or a D. If you want to get a perfect score, that's on you, but you don't have to get a perfect score. So I just wanted to address that real quick. Just take those 2 minutes and put those thoughts out there. I know there's it's mostly negative still on Steam right now with people outraged, and I would say rightfully so, right? It's not an excuse to not purchase a great game, especially if you are a fan of the old school SWAT series, and most of that charm has been here. It has been retained. It is present, and it's something that I'm hoping to show you. But before all that, as usual, we're going to take a look at the options here. And we got some sections for the options, which is really nice. And we start with the gameplay options for mouse sensitivity and free look sensitivity, of course. You got the inversions for the view, which is nice. You got some gameplay for zoom, shotgun reload method if you want to do all shells or if you want to do single shell. Essentially, if you hit R, it's going to start reloading all the shells and they can be interrupted if you fire. And then you have some other options for the default commands if you want to do that, or you can manually do commands as you go. I find the default fine, but if realistically you're not really going to be using the default all the time because you have to adjust accordingly for each situation. Right, we got some HUD options here as well. You can enable, disable a lot of stuff, like the compass is disabled. I want to enable that just in case. And then you got some other things that you can adjust to your preference. You can do crossplay. I haven't done multiplayer yet, but you can do crossplay if you would like. At least they enabled crossplay. You know, they released the game on console, they censored it. Mild censor, I would say. It's not, you know, an outrageous amount of censoring either. If you care about that stuff, you can disable it or enable it. If you want to play with console people, you can do that. And then you have modded players and modded servers. I would say if you join a modded server, make sure that you have the same exact mods as well. Otherwise, you might experience some issues. You got some graphic settings here for the basic graphics. You got the resolution, you got the screen mode, which is nice. You got the resolution scale, which is amazing. You got the UI scale, you got a few options. Field of view, of course, is here as well. I'm going to jump mine to 94, I would say, is a little bit better than 90. And we can apply the settings here. Oh, let's see if that messes up my stuff. It shouldn't. I didn't change anything with the graphics, so I don't know why It's freaking out on me right now, but hopefully it'll go back to normal, and G-Sync is still active, and we're not gonna fucking change anything else. You got the aspect ratio as well. You got some world weapon. Oh, that was okay, that's the first person field of view, I suppose. You got the weapon field of view as well. Default. I should have done follow world. The weapon is kind of big, but I'm not gonna change anything else. I don't want to risk anything. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna disregard this setting. I'm gonna hit close after that. And we got some optiwand options as well, which I do not have, I believe. And helmet camera FPS limit is disabled. We're gonna go to the advanced here so you can see a few more of the options you can control. It's really nice. I would say there's a plethora of options here. However, I do want to knock a few points for having post-processing quality options instead of giving us all the options separately. Now, I'm personally not a huge hater of this option as long as it's present, right? I always disable any and all post-processing settings, so whether or not it's vignetting, whether or not it's depth of field, I don't give a fuck. I always turn it off. So if you prefer some of them and not all of them, this will not be great for you, of course, but as somebody that hates them, this is fantastic for me. You do also have motion blur here that you can disable, which is nice. And then yeah, it's a decent amount of options. You got texture, shadow, VFX, ambient occlusion, reflection, view distance. I had to turn these down a little bit because the game was chugging. It is a heavy game to run. And at this resolution that I'm running it, I even had to turn DLSS on balanced, which does bring me to my next point, that it does have DLSS and FSR 3, which is great. I believe FSR 3 still performs better than FSR 4, but FSR 4 does have a better image, so keep that in mind. And you got VSync, bounce slide, per object shadows. You can really crank this if you have a decent GPU. My 3080 cannot quite handle what I'm throwing at it if everything is maxed out, so I've adjusted my settings accordingly, as you may have seen already. We got some audio settings here. We got master, sound effects, UI, music, voice IP volume, which is great. Microphone gain if you want to sound a little bit louder and piss everybody else off. But if you're doing that, make sure you communicate to your team so you're not an asshole. Audio mix, you can do stereo headphones, surround sound and everything, which is pretty nice. Default VoIP is team. Input audio device, you can change your audio device, which is great. And then you have some subtitle options here. Keyboard, you can adjust a few things here. I had to change the toggle for crouch. There is crouch and toggle for crouch, so there's no toggle to toggle the toggle. There's just a separate option for all that. You can toggle left lean or toggle left right, or you can leave them empty and then just do lean left and lean right, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. A toggle would have been nicer, but I'm not going to complain about that. It's there. You got movement, option, interaction, teamwork, replay, and miscellaneous. You have a few things that you can change, which is really nice. Accessibility, not many options here. You do have vision deficiency if you are colorblind, which is nice. You got the vision deficiency intensity or strength, which is also pretty good. Highlight weapons and world space action prompts. I do have those enabled because they just help. I'm not impaired, but it's good to have it. And then you have your controller settings, which I'm not playing with the controller. We're not going to save anything because we don't want to fuck things up. We're going to hit continue. So the game takes place, the hub is the police station, right? And I kind of have a love and hate relationship with that aspect of the game. It's kind of a waste of time. If you can walk around, you can do all these things, but I would much prefer to have a menu, right? Let's say you want to go to the shooting range and you have to like go and walk there, open the door, go through the shooting range, go to this guy, hit your F to modify your loadout, and then you select the loadout you want to do, and then you wait through a short black screen there, and then you go into the shooting range and you shoot. I would much prefer that you give me a menu or you give me all the weapons here. I can just, because you have the weapons here, right? Let me go to the weapon. Let me see this one. I want to see that. I want to try that one. Let me try that one. Or let me try this one, whatever. Just let me pick the weapon from the wall, and let me go there, try it out, and then adjust my loadout, or ask me if I want to save the loadout. You know, there's definitely a better way to do things than this. I'm not a huge fan of that, but you can come here, you can practice your shots, you can do whatever you want. It is proportional, right? So let's say I want to move it up, I want to aim to it now, and you know, it doesn't shoot wherever you tell it to shoot. It shoots where it's supposed to shoot, which is really nice. So I'm aiming at the red dot there, I'm shooting, but it's actually shooting underneath it, which is realistic. You know, you kind of go like that if you want to shoot on the red dot. You use the iron sight if you want to do that. This is kind of a guidance. I'm not a huge fan of that. You know, just it's an arcade game. It's technically wants to be simulation, I guess, but it's serviceable, is what I will say. It's absolutely serviceable. No problem there. And then if you want to start them, there's other ways you can go about changing your equipment, like your let's see, who's this guy? You cannot talk to any of these people, by the way. It's kind of a waste, right? What's the point of all this? I don't know. You can go to the listening room. There's nothing there. You can go to the interview. You cannot go to the interview room. Never mind. You can go to the lockers if you want to adjust the appearance of your people or your people as well. And again, it's just I don't know why you would want to do that. If you want to customize the loadout for your people, you again have to go here into the shooting range. You go back to this guy. You select this weapon, and then you do on the drop down bar here. You do Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, or Delta for your team, and you can give them whatever you want to give them. I've given them all heavy armor and the mask and everything. I just want to make sure they don't get injured or die in the mission. That would be unfortunate. Speaking of your squad, if you hold the tab, it's going to bring up your tablet here, and you can adjust your people. I've unlocked all of them so far. As you can see, this guy's anxious. I could send him to therapy, but they have to be stressed to be sent to therapy. They're not going to be sent to therapy after otherwise. So we're going to exit out of this. And here are my people that I have unlocked and I'm using. You got 1 and 2 for red team, and then 1 and 2 for blue team. And you can separate them when you are ordering them around. And you can change their weapons and all that. It's fine. I have whatever the default is for most of it. I don't really care about it, in all honesty. It's a pretty easy game to play if you get used to it. But it doesn't have to be. You can adjust the difficulty for sure. So I want to point out a few things that I find important here. So I don't believe it's this one. I believe it's this mission right here. Yeah, this mission right here. This is the most bugged the fuck out mission that you're gonna play, because when you go under the tunnels, spoiler alert, there's gonna be tunnels. If you go under the tunnels, your people do not listen to you anymore. You tell them to go into a room, you tell them to clear a room, they're just gonna sit there outside of the room. What you have to do is make them follow you outside of the room and then walk inside the room, and then they're gonna enter the room. Otherwise, they're not gonna enter the room. Even if you enter the room and you tell them to follow you, they're not gonna fucking follow you, which is very frustrating, right? On this one, I found a hostage that was bugged out and I could not zip tie him, so that was preventing me from finishing the job. Luckily, I was able to shoot him, right? I failed the mission of saving all of the hostages to get all the points, which I don't give a fuck about. That's why I finished with a D. But D gobbled these nuts because I passed it and then I went to the next mission. Who cares? I don't care. You might care. I don't fucking care. It tells you how long it took you to finish the missions. This was an easy one because I had to redo it, so that's why it took me only 7 minutes. I hope that's 7 minutes. I hope that's just what that means. It kind of adds up. This mission can... No, it was not this mission. Was it this mission right here? This mission can gobble my nutsack. It was... I played this mission, I believe, 4 times. If you play this mission... I'm not gonna fucking play this mission for this video. If you play this mission, keep in mind, there are people hiding in closets in the rooms. If you walk into a room and you see a closet, shoot the fucking closet. Otherwise, they're gonna jump out of the fucking closet and they're gonna stab you to death. It was frustrating when it's the last fucking room you have to clear. I walked around the entire property, and I had to kill or arrest all the bad people. Where one of the motherfuckers was hiding in the closet. I did not know that it was a closet. Like, you send your people in there, they don't check the closet. They do not check the closet. So I go into the room, and then the guy jumps out, starts stabbing me. If somebody starts stabbing you, your team is not gonna incapacitate him, shoot him to kill him, right? They're just gonna sit there and watch us get stabbed to death, which is insane. And then you just see blue, you just see red. You can start shooting, nothing is gonna happen. You're guaranteed gonna die. So be careful with this mission. That's the third mission. Okay. Absolutely be careful with that one. This was the easiest one, I believe. Yeah, I cleared this cabin in no time. Or was it this one? This one says 4 minutes. Yeah, this one was easy to clear as well. I had to redo it, so that's why it was easy. I'm gonna do this one, actually. You know what? And I want to enter through the street, because I entered through the beach. I'm gonna do the street one. So I'm gonna select the mission. And once you select the mission, you hit Y. There's a 10-second countdown, and then it's going to take you to the mission. So we're just going to cut ahead through the loading screen because it is quite long.
And suspects have dug in. Entry team, go when ready.
And we are in right now, where this is our van that drops it off, and this is our team right here. And there's a few ways you can control your team, right? So there's the door right here. Let's say we want to breach this door. We're going to go around. You can go around right there. If somebody's there, they're gonna see you and start shooting at you. So obviously on the bottom right corner, you see there's a gold on the stack up. If you scroll your wheel, you can shift between blue team, red team, or gold team for everybody. If you click the right middle button, mine is set the wheel button. If you click it, you can do stack up, open, breach, or scan, or mirror under the door, or cover or open door. So what we want to do, you can also hit Z. Z is the quick command.
Post up and cover.
If you hit Z, they're gonna stack up through the door there. They're gonna separate, and they're gonna check the door. Door is unlocked, right? So you got a few options here right now. If you look into the door here, you can open it. If you look here, you can kick it. If you look down there, you can use the optiwand, and you can basically use the camera and look inside the door. It's kind of a hack right there. If it was locked, you would be able to pick it, or you can hit F to kind of peek through the door and check and see what's going on. You can ask them to scan, right? It's not always available, so I cannot have them scan on this one, so they can peek the door and they can tell you it's clear, or you got hostages or enemies. And what we want to do is going to do the optiwand so I can show you what it looks like. Okay, this is just a little hallway that there's nothing to see here. So what we want to do is equip our weapon, open the door, and then crouch down, which doesn't really crouch if you're walking. You're still on the same height. And then
fall in.
Have them fall in. We're going to go here. We're going to kind of lean and see, what do we have? What do we have? That door is open. Usually there's somebody out there. Nobody's there right now. So what we want to do is get Z and then
post up and cover the area.
Get blue team to go over there. It would be nice if I can have blue team.
In the way, Chief.
Walk around me, idiot. If I could have blue team clear from a distance. I haven't really figured out how to do that just yet. It is unlocked, which is nice. What we're gonna do is send red team.
Red.
Stack up. On the left.
Post up on the left.
Right, so they're gonna go there. They're gonna keep an eye out on that door because it's open. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna equip the optiwand. There's nobody in here. There's nobody ever in here. I had to redo this mission as well. So we're gonna open the door. Oh, they saw somebody up there. Okay. Okay, he's telling people to calm down. All right, we're gonna go here. I'm gonna clear this with blue team. We're gonna open, and we're gonna clear with a flashbang. I didn't see anybody. Oh, I see somebody in there. Bam. Okay, you supposed to go in. Okay, it's bugged out again. Nobody's going in here.
Falling behind me.
Falling behind me. All right. Oh, they're shooting. They're shooting. They're gonna kick the door. Who's in here? Who's in here? Stack up. Oh shit! I should be clearing. I should be better.
Move in and clear it.
Move in and clear it. I'm gonna close this door. I don't want anybody poking at me from there. As you can see, I am not the best at playing this game. Absolutely not the best at playing this game. But we're gonna surround them, and we're gonna go through the back. Oh shit! Somebody's there.
Keep your hands up.
You can hit F, and you can tell them to sit down. They're gonna sit down. Get your ass down. There we go. Turn around.
Slowly.
Turn around. Alright, I'm gonna just restrain. You're supposed to turn around, but you're not turning around. I'm looking at Carter on Team Red. He is injured, so we should probably hurry up.
Requesting transport.
Okay.
Talk to lead.
Stay on me.
Fall in.
Move in and clear it.
Move in and clear this room. We want to clear out.
Move and clear.
Move and clear. Let's go up there. Have blue team clear. On the top, I'm actually gonna finish up the ground floor. Oh,
Hands up. Do it now.
sit your ass down, bitch. Turn around.
Stay down and turn around. Turn around. Don't get up.
Okay, I'm
Stay still.
trying to take care of you, buddy.
Suspect ready to talk.
Why'd you punch him? That was so unnecessary.
Send them our way.
Entertain the talk. We have a suspect in our
What we
custody.
got here?
Element, this is Talk. Continue mission.
I want to peek through the door, but I'm actually gonna kick it. It's just a bathroom,
Talk
nobody
to
here.
lead.
Okay.
Continue with objective.
Kick this door as well, because why the fuck not? Okay, nobody in there, which is nice. It's the front door. Nobody's gonna be at the front door. I'm actually gonna peek on this one. Oh, it's locked. Okay, fuck it. There we go. Get your ass over here.
Down on your knees.
I'm not leaving.
Get your ass down, bitch.
Hands up.
Turn around.
Turn around slowly. Turn
Okay,
around. Keep your hands up.
You turn around, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna lose all these points if I shoot you. Okay, settle down. It wasn't that bad.
Element to talk. One civilian
Okay.
detained.
Now we gotta go rendezvous
Trailers
with our
notified.
team. Hopefully everything is doing okay up there. This one is where we came from. Let's make sure nobody's in there. I got PTSD from those closets. Red
Cover the area.
team. Why don't we go in here and see what we got? I don't know where blue team went. Okay.
Get the door and move in.
Get the door and move in. Where's blue team? I don't see blue team. Oh, it's right there.
Hands up
What the
above your
fuck?
head.
Okay, blue team
Restrain her.
can move in there and restrain that lady.
You're okay.
Okay,
Move and clear.
clear. The red team can
Move in and clear.
there because there's nothing
Lead,
in
this is Talk.
here.
Continue mission.
What is this guy doing? What are you trying to purchase? That's not okay. Okay, nobody in here. That's just the outside. Okay, we're good. We're good. Did you catch this guy? Nobody in here. Okay. That's the stick. Alright, red team. Do me a favor.
Post up and provide
Go
cover.
clear up that room in there. I'm gonna clear out this room here. I love the lighting. The lighting is amazing. It does a great job. It makes you feel like you are actually lighting a room, which is really nice. The P9, of course, is my favorite weapon.
Move in and clear it.
Move in and clear it. We don't need blue team. Actually, this is the same room. Okay.
Got the closet.
Check the closet. Thank you.
Post up.
Clear that. So what you can do, if you want to take this game seriously, a little bit more seriously than I'm taking it, you can do the brief. You can look at this. You can see the mission briefing. I forgot to tell you there's that. You got the civilians here. I have rescued all the civilians. So I need to locate the weapon manufacturer, and I want to bring order to the chaos, which means take care of all the suspects, right? Which is pretty cool.
Pick the lock.
Pick the lock. You don't have to pick the lock. There's the other team on the other side, which is, you know, it is what it is. I think the weapon manufacturer is up there, but we're going to figure that out soon.
Move in. Clear
Okay.
it.
And we're going to go gold team for the rest.
Stay on me.
Stay on me.
Cover this area.
Tell them to post up there. It's nice because they collect all the evidence for you and everything when they clear the room, which it does become very helpful. So what we can do here now is, oh, they cannot scan. Okay, we can tell them to mirror under the door. So somebody's gonna mirror under the door, and they're gonna tell us what they see. It takes a little longer than you doing it, but you know.
Take these off, man.
Negative on devices. One suspect inside. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna breach with a shotgun and a flashbang. Fuck yeah. Let's do it.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Even though it's unlocked. We don't care. Startle them. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's the problem with having your team do it. Okay, there's stuff up there. Secure the weapon, which is nice. Okay. Alright. That's the problem with having your team do it. They just take a little bit of time. If you have a set of people, you can communicate, you can kind of roleplay this and be like, alright, I'm about to breach, have the flashbang ready, or the grenade ready, you know.
We're good to go.
Let's open, we're good to go. We're actually gonna breach with a kick and a flashbang.
Clear with flash.
Hands on your head. Move. Police.
I don't think anybody's in there.
Police, get your hands up.
I don't want to get flashbanged. Wouldn't be the first time. We can kind of see here. There's nobody there that I can see.
On my 6.
On my 6. I think this is the weapon manufacturer.
Car.
Yep.
Weapons on site.
And the mission is complete.
Confirming evidence secured.
That's all there is to it, you know?
Down. I want to see hands.
Why can't I open the door? Open this door. You won't let me open the door?
Hands up. Above
For some
your head.
reason?
Provide cover.
Okay. Let's see if I can have them open the door. Open. Yeah, open and
The
clear.
door. Clear it. Yep.
That's just gonna go in the other room. I'm just doing it because I'm kind of wasting time. There's definitely something I missed. Usually when you fully complete a mission, the game just kind of ends. You don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't know if I missed concealing some kind of evidence or something, or you know, but if you click the tablet here, everything, all the objectives are good, and you don't have to worry about anything else. So I might have missed something, some kind of evidence or whatever. It's no big deal. I personally don't care, but if you do care, that's why it doesn't automatically finish the mission. But if you hit Y, you can finish the mission. Hopefully I got a new record. I highly doubt it, but let's see. Personal best is A+. On this one, as you can see, mod detected, unofficial score, which again is something I don't quite care about. And it's an A+ again for casual. So that's pretty cool. I will take it, you know. It's serviceable. These guys are content. They're not stressed out. If they were stressed out, you can click them and you can send them to the therapist. Now, message from the doc here. It's been a while since you had a proper catch up. You cannot go to the therapist, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't figured out how the fuck to go to the therapist, and I don't need to, obviously. Just give me a call and we can schedule something. I cannot force to send them to the therapist if they're content. If they're stressed out, you can send them. If they're anxious, you cannot send them. You have to wait until they're stressed out. So keep that in mind. You're not doing something wrong if you cannot figure out why that message is still there. But it is. There's something you have to worry about. Now, I hate those achievements popping out on the bottom right. Especially when I'm trying to see if my squad mates are injured. It kind of shows that, you know, it is whatever. That's the gist of the game, right? You go, you finish the mission, and then you go and you select a new mission. I don't know if this is the last one. Hopefully not, because I'm enjoying the game. I don't want to buy the DLC just yet, but there is DLC with a lot more options, like the Home Invasion, Dark Waters, and Los Sueños Stories. You know, you don't have to own the DLCs if you're joining a server that has them, just so you know. You don't need the DLCs. If you want to play them single player, you have to have the DLCs. But if one of you owns the DLCs, then you can all play them. That's just, keep that in mind. The game makes it perfectly clear when you try to select them. So I wish I could go in these rooms. And what's the point of all these rooms? You know, you got that guy in there. Nobody's moving around. Everybody's just sitting. It feels kind of like a dead area. Sometimes the game spawns you out here. You will see some vignetting on the screen. That's because I'm wearing the mask that protects my face to give me a little bit more armor. You just don't worry about it because I did disable vignetting. So there you have it. Ready or not, if you like SWAT games, it's great. Yes, it's been censored. Yes, it's a 30% on mostly negative right now on Steam. People are not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. I'm still going to thumb it up because it's a good game. You can solve all this with a mod. Yes, I agree. The developers should have given us the option to censor and not force censor. I think censorship is a crime against free speech. There should not be any censorship, even on TV. In Europe, there's no censorship. You can drop all the fucks you want. Even YouTube now is like, hey, if you say fuck in the first 7 seconds of the video, it's not gonna get demonetized anymore. But still be careful. Like, they still add that parenthesis in the end there to be like, hey, we reserve to do whatever the fuck we want. So even if I was being monetized, I've dropped so many kills and fucks and shits in this video that's, you know, mass murder does not get monetized. So there you have it. This was, again, Ready or Not. It's a good game. I like it. Get the mod to uncensor it again. It's tiny censorships. You probably wouldn't even notice if you didn't know about it. But I hope you found this useful. And I certainly hope to see you on the next one. Peace.